So, do you know what one of the most underrated things to do when you want to start something or you want to create something, whether that's you want to create a new version of yourself or a new reality for yourself? It's the fact of just starting. Like, so many of us get so caught up in the fine print and in the details of, well, this needs to be right before I can do this. It's like YouTube, for example. I think for such a long time I told myself, oh, but I don't have the right camera, or today's not the right day to start, maybe I'll start next week. And the longer I did that, the more I held myself back from actually just beginning, because it doesn't matter if when you first start something that you're absolute shite at it, because I'm sorry to break it to you, but you are most probably gonna be rubbish at it when you begin. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow as someone who is at times quite a perfectionist. I'm learning to let go of that because I know how much that doesn't serve me. But like I say, as someone who was quite a perfectionist, it actually inhibited my ability to just do the things I wanted to do, because I was always waiting for this right moment or this right opportunity to be ready. And the fact is, you're only ever going to have a few of those moments where you feel motivated, you feel inspired to actually do it. It's like if you go to the gym, or you want to start going to the gym, and you tell yourself, oh, well, I'll do it Monday, or I'll go to the gym Monday morning at 6 in the morning. Monday comes around and you wake up, you're very tired, and you say to yourself, oh, I could do with that extra bit of sleep today, which is fine. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning, but you have the whole day. Like, okay, it's okay if you have other responsibilities and things going on, but if you genuinely want to make something a priority in your life, then you need to look at, okay, well, where am I spending my time? What things could I sacrifice? What things that I feel comfortable could I sacrifice for the sake of making my dreams, my aspirations, my goals a reality? And I kind of want to put you guys a bit higher, because I feel like we're not very high at the moment. Okay, maybe let's put you there. Okay, the sun is beautiful today, so we're just gonna pop you there. Oh, that's better. You can actually see the full view. Okay, so yeah, it literally just comes with just starting. Like, I'm kind of going with you guys on this journey here, because this is new to me. Like, creating videos is new to me, but I know that the more I tell myself and I think of myself as a content creator, that's me embedding that in my reality, in my mind. And the mind is the most powerful things that we have as humans. It can help us to see the things we want to see, but it can also be of our detriment. And so it's important that we're aware of how we use our minds. So yeah, and like these videos that I'm coming on, they're all unscripted, because I know myself, in the sense that I know if I try to overplan things, such as, okay, well, this video I'm gonna talk about all these different aspects, I'm gonna write a script, etc., then I know that I will not do it until I think it's perfect. And that's a problem, because perfect doesn't exist. So therefore I'm never gonna do it, because I'm always gonna be waiting for the right moment, or when things are perfect, which again it's not real. So yeah, this is just a message to begin before you think that you're ready to begin. You don't need to be great at it. When I first started the gym, I was absolutely shite at it. Like, I've got videos of me doing RDLs and it is embarrassing. Actually, you know what? It's not embarrassing because I would not be where I am today if my form didn't go through that transition that it did go through. Bless her soul. That took like a year for me to get the form correct on RDLs because it's a hard exercise. And you know, when we think about the game of life, like, life is like the gym in that sense. It's something we have to train ourselves for. It's something we have to practice, put time, put energy, put effort into it. And again, we are going to have to adjust and tweak our form, whether that's our strategy in life, the way we're doing things, our routines. So when you start seeing life as this sort of game that you can alter, and it doesn't have to be rigid, it doesn't have to be this set routine every day or every week that has to be perfect. It's like, you have fun with it. The whole point of life is to not be so serious. I think too many of us, we get wrapped up in the seriousness and, you know, the need to make a living and to work really hard. But what's the point in all that if we're not happy in the process of getting to where it is we want to be? Because the process, which is the journey, is most likely the longest part of that course that we're going to take. So if we go back to the example of having a gym goal, say for example the gym goal is to lose, I don't know, a couple of pounds. If we're absolutely miserable the whole time that we're on that journey, then when we actually reach that point where we've achieved that, is it going to feel good? Is it going to feel as good as what it could be if we have fun along the way? Okay, sometimes it might take a bit longer because we're taking the more enjoyable and fulfilling route, which can often be the more slower route. But slower doesn't have to be this negative connotation of being that we're not doing enough or not, that we're not working hard enough. Slower can mean that we're actually stopping to smell the roses along the way. And if we're not doing that, then I don't know, it's not up for me to say what's going to make you happy, but I just want to share with you some of the things that I've learned along the way, because I've been on this journey with self-development and self-healing for a good 5-6 years now, and I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning every day. I think we're always going to be learning. If we allow ourselves to always be open to learning, there will always be new things for us to learn. But I think at the heart of it all, like, I'm in a place right now where I just want to choose things that are good for my peace, that bring me happiness. We shouldn't have to sacrifice our happiness for the sake of our goals, and it's a very different thing sacrificing our comfortability than it is sacrificing our happiness, because sacrificing our comfortability means that we're letting go of those habits and the old ways of doing things that we deep down know are preventing us from being that person that we want to be. So I invite you to join with me and consider the things that you know you might need to let go of that are making you comfortable, but to also invite more of the things that you know make you happy. because what's the point? What's the point? If we're not happy, then what is the point? So, yeah, I think that's all I want to say. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.